Hello, we are here for one more lesson of this T-Flex CAD training course, and the topic for today will be the animation. Uh, Animation is a function or a functionality that we have inside T-Flex. It's not an add-on, it's something that comes with a standard installation. And it's an effective mechanism that helps the designer creating new products. With this command, we can analyze the behavior of kinematic mechanisms and mutual situations when we are dealing with parts in assemblies. This, as you may understand, it's the logical continuation of the development of CAD, of a parametric model. I will create a very simple model to show you what we can do with this functionality. And we will continue this topic when we start with the commands and with the lessons about the 3D. This is because we have two functions. The one I will show you, it's more related, in my personal opinion, to the side. And the second one, which I will leave for later in this training course, it's more focused in 3D side. So the idea now is to create a very simple model with a couple of lines. So I will do what I usually do. Create a couple of lines in parametric mode. Simply like this. I will create one angle line, and I will put a variable on it, and this variable, it's the main core of this module, of this function, because we can create variables or functions and interrelate them all to create kinematic movement or whatever you want to simulate. So I would say variable, it is called A. I will assume, for example, a value of 75. I can say external, it's not very important in this particular case. Okay. And I will create a circle. I will not care in this particular case about the radius. Okay. I need to create some nodes in the intersection of the elements. I can create another circle and, for example, a parallel line and another line from here to here, and I will create also a small circle in this particular place. So now creating some graphical lines connecting the nodes, okay, and a graphical line on the circle also. And I will hide now the construction line. So what I have in this particular case is this construction, and I want to simulate the movement of this. I can show you that this is moving according to the parameterization done, okay? But I want to simulate this, and for that purpose I can come to the tools menu. We have two functions, the function animate and animation editor. This function animation editor, I will leave it for the 3D side, so we will concentrate only on this one, animate. And the animate is quite simple. It is this small dialog box. So basically we will deal with one variable. In this particular case I have only the variable A. I would say that the starting value, it is, for example, it can be the value of the 75. I would say 720, so it will turn around more or less 2 laps. I would say steps of 1 degree. Okay, it is good. Then I have a couple of functions. The clear screen will clear the screen between each step. We can say change color, and in each step we'll have a different color. It's no need in this particular case, I think. The pause will assume the user as doing the enter to create the next step. Control plane, the control panel, sorry. The control panel will show you something to control this. It's not very important in this particular case also. And we can generate also the clip as a meta file, okay? I can create a multimedia file, which I will assume instead of this one. So I will generate the multimedia file. I will give it a name. I would say my desktop, okay, call it video. YAVI file, I can put the number of frames per second. The best is 24 to be smooth, and I can use some compression. Okay, I will leave it as it is and just say okay. And it is creating the movement for the parameterization done. So to lapse, it will stop in here. Okay. And that's it. So if I go in my desktop, here I have it. So I will open with this media player, and I can have this. The quality of this background is not very good, but in this particular case, to show you what can be done, it's enough. So this is a very easy mechanism, but we can create things much more complex, and I think it's very good to make simulations of machines or part of machines. So if you check also our theoretical side, we have a couple more examples also. In the end of all these lessons, we will create some assemblies. I would assume a little more complex than the examples we've been talking about, and we will try to include also in these assemblies some videos with these functionalities, with the animation and the analysis of mechanisms. Anyway, for this particular lesson, if there is something not as clear as it should be, you can contact us and ask us for some help.